Hi there, it's Kevin with the Rogue Market here with today's episode of the Daily Delve, where we delve into the MTG market to look for a card that's a potential of going up in price. Today we're going to talk about rrikSonofYawgmoth. This is a 7 mana, 4 and 3 Phyrexian mana. To have a 2/2 lifelink, whenever you cast a black spell, you can put a +1 counter on rrikSonofYawgmoth. So what I like most about this card is not only as the potential as a commander, but it surprisingly sees a lot of play in other commander decks in just the 99, because it does have some pretty good combos with any sort of deck that wants lifelink or paying life. This is a popular card for those decks. If we take a look at the price on MTG Goldfish, this is really suffering from Commander 2019. Basically, Commander 2019 is all about the Dockside Extortionist because of how pricey that card is, that people can crack open just for the Dockside and they try to make their money back by selling, basically fire selling everything else out of Commander 2019. Commander 2019 is getting a little more rare. There's still a supply from distributors, but it is starting to dry out. Other prices are starting to trickle up with other cards in the set. Crick is at its lowest right now, but I don't think it's going to go down any lower. So this is the perfect time to get into these particular cards. Like, this wasn't the time at early release. It's gone down since then. I think that now the supply is very high for Commander 2019, but is running out. Now's the time that if you think a card's going to go up from this particular set, it's time to pull the trigger. It hasn't seen any shenanigans as far as being printed as a list card or in another commander deck at the time. And like I said, it actually has quite a decent amount of play. So as a commander, it's ranked number 23 currently with over 3,000 decks according to EDHREC. And then as a card, it sees play as 7,000. So another 2% of all decks that it's eligible to be played in have decided to play the rrikSonofYawgmoth. And if you look at a lot of these newer commanders, so all these ones that just came out of D&D or some of the commander sets, it's in a surprisingly high amount of these decks. So even going back a few more sets, yeah, it looks pretty good for how many of the commanders end up running this card in their 99. So this is going to be a slow trickle of the demand eating away the supply. Again, there's quite a bit of supply. Commander 2018 was very, very overprinted. It was printed a lot more heavier than Commander 2020. There's a lot more supply of Commander 19 than Commander 2020 because of the multiple printings that this set did have versus the Ikoria one, which was pretty lackluster. I mean, they both weren't very well received, but this one did get a lot more printings, I am pretty sure of. I think I'd like to get my hand on supply numbers to see if I'm right or wrong on mine, but my perspective is a store and over how much of these sold, how they've been available. For as long as they've been available, it seems to be that Commander 2018 just had way more supply than Commander 2020. So those are things going against rrikSonofYawgmoth, but what I do like is the spread right now. So TCG Player, lots and lots of supply here for around the $5. A lot of these shipping included. This vendor even has 368 copies for $5.20. But if you look over at Card Kingdom, they are selling it for $7.50. They only have 7 available, so they don't even have their 8 available. I don't know if this refreshes exactly how Card Kingdom does, but usually that's typically a good sign if it's under 8 that they need to do a restock. So speaking of restock with Card Kingdom, they are being very aggressive, wanting 102 copies of these at $4.20 store credit or $5.46 or $4.20 for cash or $5.46 for store credit. And again, this is a good sign. This is one of the metrics that I use to show that there's a lot of demand for this particular card that's just getting chipped away at. So I think it's a pretty solid spec. Again, this is one that you have to dodge a reprint and you have to give it time. And you might say, well, we've already given it a lot of time with Commander 2018, but that supply is running out. That will, I mean, look at 2017, 2018. They're very similar to cards that were included in those commander decks we thought had never had the chance of going back up in value, and they do. They eventually do get there, and so that's kind of the name of the game for this particular card. It continues to go in a lot of the decks that come out in the future, and I think it's pretty versatile to go in many decks. Casual favorite. It's a very fun Voltron commander. A lot of, like I said, degenerate Wombo combos you can do with it. So I think it's going to hold its top 30, top 40, top 50 easily in the next coming years if people want to build this because of just how good this commander is and how kind of different that runs than other commanders of its slot. And then again, it has a lot going for it with being just included as a 99. So that's my overall analysis for rrikSonofYawgmoth. I think it's a good buy right now. I don't see it going down any further. And I think we're going to start to see, that $5 mark on TCG Player start getting chipped away and that slightly starting to go up. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video for the Daily Delve. Check back tomorrow for another episode of the Daily Delve. This has been Kevin with the Rogue Market. Thanks for watching.